quarterback in the lead. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who's going to step. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
96 games in season 22, 32 of them on YouTube, and this is the last one in season 22, regular season. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish travel into Death Valley to take on the CLEMSON Tigers. My name is Cade Padgett. One last time, joining me in the booth, Dominic Barfield. Let's end it on a high note.
Yeah, you got to end it on the right step. And when you've got the unofficial, official broadcaster of Notre Dame football in the booth, you know it's about to be something different. Let's go have one last time, Cade.
It's going to be a good one. The Irish are starting with the ball fielded just outside of the goal line, and they got a big return out to the 30 by Jacobia Watson.
Jacobia was absolutely thinking highlight reel right there. Absolutely great start while we watched the young freshman Matt Perez come out for one last game this season.
And the season 22 recruiting class was headlined by a lot of five-star quarterbacks. We're going to see two of them tonight. First up, Matt Perez, under center for the Irish, calls his own number on a QB scramble, running right, tripped up, shoestring tackle, only for a yard on the play.
Wow, I absolutely love the presence to step up and try to make a play for it. Unfortunately, just not quick enough.
And 2nd and 9, trips to the bottom of the screen. Olin Norris to the left of Matt Perez. Perez takes the snap, fires it in the middle, hits Norris on a check down, broken one tackle, spinning off the second one for a cool 11 yards. First down, Irish.
And with an offense that normally likes to be predicated through Mr. Olin Norris, we're going to absolutely see him get touches early and possibly often.
You're already being shouted out in chat. Not me, though.
What up, Travis?
2x2 set, Perez in the shotgun, fires it over the middle into traffic. Oh, Robert Wetzel had it in his hands and couldn't hold on.
The strong safety really tried to make an explosive play in Death Valley early. Just couldn't haul it in.
Oh, man, you want that one back if you're the Tiger defense. Wide receiver screen into traffic again, and Xavier Ziegler on the deflection.
Hey, look, there you go, Cade. You're being called out, too.
What up, TD? What up, TD Hearn? Empty set. Three receivers from the top, two to the bottom. Perez in the shotgun, getting pressured, fading off his back foot, and it hits the turf. Silk Jefferson in the area, but a 4th and 10 for the Irish.
Back foot throws normally are never the answer, and unfortunately just can't get it done there. Having to punt the ball back to this Clemson offense.
Matt Perez on the season, 2,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. His freshman counterpart on the other side of the ball, good return by Percy King, is Bojack Merriweather. 2,400 passing yards, 15 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and the Tigers are led out by Merriweather. 2x2 set. Merriweather, he takes the snap, hangs in the pocket over the middle, and just sails it past everybody. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely had way too much zip on there and just absolutely rifles to the turf.
There's two tight ends to the top for Merriweather, two receivers to the bottom. Motions his slot receiver in, running a triple option, and he can't get the pitch off. Brought down for a 2-yard loss by Wojtek Panzer.
And the Polish Bear absolutely bearing down on Bojack and not letting anything develop. What a stand, forcing 3rd and 12 for this Clemson offense.
And defenses are showing out early in this one. Three to the top, or bottom, 2 to the top. Merriweather calling his audibles, takes the snap. He fires it over the middle, has to be on a slant route. Can he get there? Lunging for the first down is Paul Gavin.
Absolutely gets there, and I don't care. I'll say it till the day I run out of breath. That Tiger is nightmare fuel.
Two tight ends set. Merriweather hangs in the pocket, fires it to the left side, has a tight end on an out route. Arnold Dowell for 13 yards.
Well, I mean, when you have a team that's got 3 tight ends on the roster, you best expect to see a tight end get some work at some point.
Should see a lot of 2 tight end sets tonight for Clemson. They're in the I formation. Merriweather under center. Turns around and hands it off to his back. Running left for the first down is T.D. Hurd. 10 yards on the game for the 5-star freshman out of Oswego, Illinois.
Absolutely big pickup there for the Clemson offense.
There's 2 tight ends to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Motion the slot receiver in, turns around, keeps it on the triple option again, has his pitch key, gets it to his pitch key this time, and it's Dante De La Vega for 5 yards.
Now, absolutely gets De La Vega the ball, and De La Vega absolutely just gets stifled on the pitch. Nothing doing, but you're going to be happy to pick up 5 yards.
He just trips to the bottom of the screen. Merriweather in the shotgun, takes the snap, calls his own number on the read option, running right, and thrown forward for 5 yards. Merriweather, 6'3", 285 pounds, a large freshman.
Hey, when you're over 2 yards long, you absolutely just lay down, stretch out, and reach.
2 tight ends to the bottom. Merriweather turns around and hands to Hurd on the counter. Met in the backfield, tried to redirect and goes nowhere.
Now, absolutely nothing doing. Narula absolutely sniffs it out and pins it early.
The Notre Dame defense staying home on the counter, knowing that if T.D. Hurd cuts it back, they're going to be there for the play. 2-by-2 set. Hurd behind Merriweather in the pistol. Merriweather takes the snap. He's hanging in the pocket. He's rolling to his right. He's not gotten the throw off it. He gets brought down. Shook the first one. Can't break the second one. Zach Rainey, his first sack of the night.
Making it rain on defense early. What a sack. That is poor ball control by Bojack Merriweather. You absolutely have to get that ball out. You know that there's nothing working. Get it out.
Well, it's decent ball control because he held on to it. It's just poor field vision. He couldn't see it. Didn't get it off, and he's getting pressured again, and he's sacked again. Back-to-back sacks. Quinn Giza on the sack in a 4th and a mile for the Clemson Tigers.
But what is not ball control if not having presence of mind to get rid of the ball?
You know what? Very true. You are very right. And the field goal is going to be from about the 22, 23-yard line on the right hash, so it's about a 39, 40-yarder. The kick is up. It is through the uprights. Field goal good by Fred Samuelson, and it is a 3-0 lead for Clemson. 5.5 left in this first quarter.
And yes, that was absolutely that's a 40-yard kick for Fred Samuelson on the game.
And according to Wetzel, I need to check it, Samuelson is 100% on his field goals for the season. With that one, he is 11 for 11.
MVP.
No, don't tell me kickers are people too.
Well, that's just rude.
2-by-2 set for Matt Perez in the Irish. Takes the snap, play action, calls his own number, running right again. Not going to be brought down from behind this time. Throws a stiff arm, gets a Tony 10.
Disturbance in the force detected. What an absolute hard run, but what an absolute hard rock right there at the line. What a stop.
3 receivers to the bottom, tight end to the top. Perez, play action to Norris. Fires it off his back foot again, and it hits the turf. Curious why Matt Perez is doing all this jump throws.
No, he is not built like that, and this offense does not work like that.
It's a 3-by-1 set in the shotgun. Perez takes the snap, hanging in the pocket. Clemson gonna get there. They're gonna bring it down. Ball's on the turf. Picked up by the Notre Dame offensive lineman, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, 4th and inches.
Oh, what a sequence of events there. If the lineman would have picked up the first, I would have lost it. What a great sack there. Absolutely coughing up the ball. Unfortunate by Perez, but so lucky for it to be picked up and brought back to where it all began.
Oh my goodness, an eventful play for what is a 0-yard gain, and the Irish will punt it away again. The kick is fielded at about the 23-yard line by Clemson. Running left to the 35, 36-yard line is Percy King.
Not a bad, little punt play there. A little 12-yard action. Put you in a little bit better starting position. Now it's time to see what Bojack can do on this second drive.
Well, let's talk about the fact that the lineman did break the tackle. He wanted to get it done as Merriweather finds Dante De La Vega for 4 yards.
Hey, big boy just wanted it more than the defender did.
I'll tell you what, man. As a former big boy, those moments when you get you know what? Hush, okay. Former in terms of my playing days, Merriweather on the slant finds Arnold Dowell, but in terms of a big boy getting the football, it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter nothing. You are picking that ball up. You try to run with it.
Robert Hunt, Miami Dolphins, going upside down for the almost touchdown.
Exactly. And as Merriweather in the pistol takes the snap, fires it to the left side, has a man wide open down the sideline. 10-5, brought down is Austin Oates on the goal line. First and goal, Tigers.
What a play there. Absolute just dusted, busted coverage and almost just had enough. Couldn't get it done. I believe he was hawked down by Jordan McKinstry on the stop.
It is a first and goal on the 1.5 yard line. Heavy run set for both teams. Merriweather under center. Pitches it to TD Hurd, stretching it out and walks it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Absolute correct call. You turn around, you put it in Hurd's hands, and you let him go earn those 6. What a response there on the drive by Clemson. 2 plays and absolutely finding pay dirt. What a start for the Tigers offense.
That is Hurd's 8th touchdown on the season, and you have to think TD Hurd's going to go right over to Austin Oates and say thank you very much for getting us all the way down there. But Dominic, how many times this season, even tonight in the 6:30 window, did we see teams get down on the goal line and just not hand it to their backs?
Almost every time.
Exactly, and you see what happened there for Clemson is Jacoby Watson gets 34 on the return, but you pitch it to TD Hurd, just an easy walk-in touchdown. Like, that is picture perfect on what teams need to do on the goal line.
What? You mean if I hand it to my running back, he could score? Weird. Never thought of that.
My 5-star, 6 foot, 240-pound running back. Yeah, just give him the rock. Perez in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Clemson getting some pressure again. Perez breaks free. He's got some yardage. Lowers his shoulder for 8 yards.
You want to talk about a hard run. And that's where my credit has been for Matt Perez. He has absolutely taken shots all season and kept fighting.
It's a 3-by-1 set for Matt Perez. Hands off to Norris up the middle, and he fights for the first down.
Absolutely just drops the shoulder and says, you can tackle me, but I'm getting this first real quick. What a conversion for the Fighting Irish.
It's 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. Perez under center. 3-step drop, hangs in the pocket, fires it to his man on a slant route, and broke it up. Good play by Ziegler on the deflection.
Yeah, absolutely fighting for that ball and knocking it out and giving nothing on that.
It's a 3-by-1 set for Matt Perez. Calls his own number on the read option. Clemson bit on the Olin Norris, and good Lord, Matt Perez got flattened. The Clemson defender laid out for it.
No, absolutely. They bit on Olin, and then Perez bit the dust. What a lick. Yikes.
It's a 3rd and 8 for Matt Perez in the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Motions his tight end from left to right. Perez takes the snap. It's a 3-step drop. Fires it to his right side. Fighting for the first down is Rowan Perez.
And the first sighting of the Perez to Perez connection. Love to see it in a big first down by the Fighting Irish.
2-by-2 set. Perez in the shotgun. Play actions and Norris stepping to his right, stepping back left, getting pressured over the middle, has a man wide open. In the zone coverage was Joe Nathan for 22.
And what a big step up and dump off. Gotta love what you're seeing right now by Perez. Absolutely getting some motion happening. They realize the urgency that they cannot afford to go down on the road. Absolutely making the right reads and making the smart decisions, picking up first downs on this drive.
Knocking on the door of the red zone is Notre Dame. 3-by-2 set. Matt Perez alone in the shotgun. He takes the snap, roll it out, he's dropped. absolute domination by Chris Cutler, his second sack of the night.
And Cutler just stayed cutting through the offensive line, having no problem with it, making it look like a breeze. What a big tackle. Apparently I'm getting paused.
We have a Twitch update coming up momentarily. 2x2 set for Perez. Perez fires it to the right side, and it is dropped. Over on Twitch, it's a 7-yard touchdown pass to Marquise Towns. Colorado goes up 7-0 on West Virginia. 31 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll get into the playoff implications on that game in just a second. 2x2 set. Perez motions his outside receiver into the slot. He's taking his time. Takes the snap. He's got a screen pass to Norris on the left, and Clemson is all over it. Losing 5 yards is Norris, and the 4th and a mile is back for the Irish.
And Levi Smallwood absolutely gobbled and swallowed him up and spit him out. Nothing doing there. Hate the screen call. Did not work. Throw it out. And Clemson's getting the ball right back.
And they are in no man's land, but it's just too far to justify going for it, and punting the ball away. So like we said over on Twitch, Colorado's up 7-0. As it stands in the Big 12, Texas A&M has won the conference. Oklahoma, Texas, and Colorado can all finish second. If Colorado beats West Virginia by more than 24 points, if they beat it by more than 24 points, they will go up to the number 2 seed in the conference. By doing that, that'll force Texas to Texas to the 3 seed, Oklahoma out. If Colorado wins, but it's by less than 24, Oklahoma takes the 2 seed, Colorado gets the 3, Texas is out. If West Virginia wins, Texas is the 2, Oklahoma's the 3, Colorado's out. We're talking about this as Arnold Dowell gets 11 yards. And over on Twitch, Carter Smart gets a pick 6. Colorado jumps up 14-0. 6 seconds left.
Well, I was gonna lob you one and segue you into that perfectly, but thank you for reading that.
I apologize. I formation. Clemson, 3rd and 2 with Bojack Merriweather under center. He takes the snap and he hands off to Hurd, running right, breaks 1 tackle, fighting through the 2nd, fighting through the 3rd. He's got the 1st down.
Oh, ew, what did we just watch? That is some filthy running. That had stank on it.
And Merriweather over the middle, right after the tough run by Hurd, finds Gavin for 16 yards.
Absolutely just trying to make a statement on this drive right now by Clemson. Absolutely just showing tough grit and determination.
We are knocking on the door of the end of the first quarter as Clemson approaches midfield, up 10-0, under 20 seconds left. 2 backs in the backfield with Merriweather. Running the triple option, hands off to his up back, breaking tackles left and right is Robert Wetzel, the generational talent, 14-yard gain.
Oh, you love seeing the safety getting in on the option play. Absolutely just having himself a play right there as well.
Curious to see if Clemson will get another playoff before the first quarter ends. And they do. Merriweather in the shotgun, calls his own number, running up the middle, cutting through the long way, has the 1st down and a whole lot more. 20-15, pushed out of bounds just outside the 10, and that is going to do it. We are through 1 here at Death Valley. Clemson leads Notre Dame 10-0. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. 13-yard line going in are the Clemson Tigers. Bojack Merriweather in the pistol with TD Hurd. Robert Wetzel. Wetzel running to the right, loses 3 yards. The Irish are standing tall.
Absolutely nothing doing, and Queen Geese absolutely just swallows them up. Just cooks it at the start.
And it's a 3-by-1 set again. Hurd in the pistol. This time kept by Merriweather. Merriweather running left, got some good blocks, and he falls into the end zone. The big man, 15-yard run, touchdown Clemson.
Ran 15 yards the long way to pick that up and absolutely makes it look Easy. What a play by Bojack Merriweather as Clemson goes up 17-0. Notre Dame has got to find a pulse somewhere on either offense or defense. They've got to get a spark somewhere.
If Bojack Merriweather is any smaller than his 6'3" frame, he doesn't get in that end zone.
No, not at all.
The kick is fielded by the Irish and brought out by Jacobia Watson for a 26-yard return. And now Notre Dame back against the wall. We know Notre Dame isn't in the conversation for a playoff berth, but you have to think that they want to get a win here and kind of carry some momentum into next season. Draw to Olin Norris up the middle, lowers his shoulder, gets 10. First down to first down.
And just good hard north-south, drop the shoulder and invite contact. What a hard run there by Olin Norris.
It's 1st and 10 for the Irish. Empty set for Matt Perez. He takes the snap, fires it over the middle into traffic, and held onto by Jordan Little.
And again, hey, diddle diddle, Jordan Little over the middle. What a snag in traffic.
There's 3 butt receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top for Matt Perez. He takes the snap. It's a screen pass to the right. Clemson brought pressure. Ken Norris get out there. He gets the first down up to midfield.
Well, in recent news, apparently Oregon has transferred to Notre Dame, and I am already over the screen game.
Well, Oregon kind of got away from wide receiver screen university towards the end of the season, so you don't have to see it as often as Matt Perez hits Joe Nathan on a 4-yard out route, 2nd and 6.
Hey, 4 yards is better than no yards. You're going to take what positivity you can at this moment.
4 yards in a cloud of dust. It's going to keep the ball moving. Matt Perez under center takes a 3-step drop, hanging in the pocket, fires it to the right side on a little sit route, caught by Jordan Little, stays up but steps out.
And just tries to get anything going. 3rd and 1, you like this. If you're smart, you're just going to turn around, you hand it off to Olin, and you just try to fight for the first down.
It's a 2 tight end set. Matt Perez under center, and Olin Norris is not in the game right now. Motion tight end from right to left. It's the walk-on running back running left. It's Barry Fields for 5 yards.
And what a introduction for the walk-on, picking up the first down. Fighting Irish, fight on.
Norris is back in the game now. 3-by-1 set for Matt Perez. Perez takes the snap. He's got another screen pass to Norris. He's got some good blockers, but Clemson plays it better. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
A screen. Huh. Interesting.
It's a 2 tight end set, 1 receiver each side. Turn around, hand to Fields. Fields running left, cuts it back up. A good run by the walk-on and a first down Irish.
Absolutely big first down for the Irish. And David, I would like to say thank you so much for those honors.
I appreciate that, David. That's really nice, kind words, especially considering this will be our last broadcast of the season. Joe Nathan gets 3 yards, sets up 2nd and 7. So we're going to try to bring as much fire as we can tonight in the booth.
Well, I need you to pick up your dad jokes because I'm carrying the weight over here.
Well, you always do the dad jokes, and I always kind of hate on them. 3-by-1 set, Perez up to Norris. Norris up the middle, falling forward for 3 yards.
Hey, right now you are just trying to keep everything just moving forward if you can. And, Kate, I'm starting to smell another Twitch update coming our way.
We do have another Twitch update coming after this play. Matt Perez under center. Motions the tight end from right to left. Perez on the drop back, hanging in the pocket. Fires it to the left side, and there he is sacked on the play. Ryan Richardson on the sack. Over on Twitch, it's a 9-yard touchdown pass to Bo Bailey. Colorado is up 21-0 with 6:26 left in the first half.
Unfortunately, that is a big sack pause that you cannot afford to take. And you know what? One last time, Cade, they're asking for CFSL after dark. I think we have to give it to them one last time.
You know what? Oh, and the kick is up, and the kick is good by Bradley Adams. He's
Abrams,
excuse me.
The tank.
I'm a little dyslexic, okay? Just hush. All right? And, you know, I will say this. As Notre Dame goes, so do the Goth girls. So it's safe to say that there may be some young Goth ladies in the stands tonight in Death Valley as they cheer on. Yes, they might be.
No, they reside in Blacksburg.
You know what?
They have been forfeited.
Because Virginia Tech won the ACC, is that it?
And we beat Notre Dame.
Fair enough. Merriweather takes the snap. He hangs in the pocket, calls his own number, trips on his lineman, and it's going to go down as a sack. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Trey Van Dyke on the sack.
I was like, you know what? Absolutely kind of a little bit of tripping up on your own lineman. You got to have a little bit better vision than that. And you know what, David? You can take back your compliment all you want because you can't take them back.
Trips to the top of the screen for Merriweather. Merriweather takes the snap. He's hanging in, fires it to the right side. Wide open behind the defense. Can he get to the end zone? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Tigers. Austin Oaks punches it in.
You know, Kate, I know we're in Death Valley, but suddenly all I'm hearing is wide open spaces playing. What absolute busted coverage, and just Austin Oaks taking them to the crib. Finally getting paid off that long haul from the first time, absolutely getting it in spades on the second go back. Clemson is just rolling right now.
I can promise you Austin Oaks was flamed on the sideline after the first one where he didn't get in the end zone. He was walked down. I can guarantee you he hit a little extra gas on that one to make sure he was going to get into the end zone. And with 4:58 left in this first half, Clemson hanging on to a 21-point lead.
You know, kid, you got to imagine that he had all intention of Mr. Oaks planting his roots in the end zone at some point.
Oh, dear Lord. You know what? I told you today that you go ahead full send with the dad jokes. I just didn't think it'd be this many.
Well, hey, I dropped Hey Diddle Diddle, Jordan Little over the middle, and no one said anything, so you know what? I feel some kind of way.
Matt Perez in the shotgun, hands off to Norris up the middle, has some good blocks, and gets 4 yards.
And just a good, hard run there by Owen Norris. Absolutely trying to do anything to provide a spark for this offense.
The 2x2 set for Matt Perez in the shotgun. Takes the snap, delayed draw to
walk-on.
Barry Fields. He's trying to remember his name. Walk-on, 3-yard gain, 3rd and 3.
How do you not remember the walk-on legend that is Barry Fields? His name will go on in walk-on legacy.
I highly doubt that. These walk-ons change their names every week as Matt Perez cuts it back left, cuts it back right, and he's not going to get there. Got a yard, but he needed 3.
I'm telling you, they're picking kids out of the stand saying, hey, here's your jersey. Go dress up.
You know, it's entirely possible, but that is what a walk-on is, you know? I mean, someone who really wasn't on the team, and, hey, you want an opportunity? Come on out. Clemson fields the ball at the 20 and brought down by Percy King, or brought back by Percy King for 6 yards. And Clemson has an opportunity to put the pedal to the metal and take full control of this one.
Keep your eye on Austin Oaks, see where he goes.
2 backs in the backfield with Merriweather. Merriweather hands off to Wetzel. Wetzel running right, throwing a stiff arm, breaks 1 tackle, gets 14 yards.
And just absolutely getting everything out of that run there.
It's 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line for Clemson. 2x2 set. Notre Dame walking a safety down, showing some pressure. Turnaround hand to Hurd, and Hurd loses 2 yards. The safety blitz gets there. Omer Jackson on the TFL.
Absolutely walks him down, and the walk down pays off. Absolutely just quick created the gaps and nothing doing.
The 2nd and 12. Merriweather turns around, hands to Hurd. He gets more than he had last play. Gets 7, sets up a 3rd and 5.
And see, what I like right now, Cade, is Clemson is not in any type of rush. They know that if they need to, they can absolutely bomb one downfield. They are just making this defense pay with just hard runs.
Well, they're in a heavy pass set now. 3x2 set. Merriweather alone in the backfield. Fires it over the middle. Caught by Bryce Cousins. A little bit of an awkward tackle, but a first down.
First catch on the night, but a big first down for the Tigers. Momentum stays in their pocket.
And Merriweather 9 for 10 for 198 yards. Just an absolutely surgical performance tonight. Play action, steps to the right, calls his own number, running to the right side, and slides down just before the first down marker.
Love to see quarterbacks making the business decision and not putting their body on the line.
It is a 2nd and 1, 2 tight end set for Clemson. Merriweather calls his own number on the read option, running right, has some good blocks, turns the corner and tracked down from behind. Good stop on the play by Peyton Lang and stops an even bigger gain.
Now, almost looked like a taunt with that stiff arm out in the middle of nowhere, and Peyton Lang made him pay for that.
It's a 3-by-1 set for Bojack Merriweather. Turns around, hands it to TD Hearn up the middle, brought down for 7. Clemson is gashing this Notre Dame defense right now.
Just an absolute methodical drive, taking their time, having their way, and just daring the defense to stop what they're doing right now.
Tight into the formation. Merriweather turns around, hands it to Hearn, Wetzel. Wetzel gets a yard.
And I mean, hey, that's gonna be not a worry right now. Wetzel has been performing on the ground great so far. 3rd and 2. Let's see if the Tigers can find a way to punch this in and convert.
2 receivers to the bottom, tight end receiver to the top. Merriweather in the pistol. Turns around, hands it to Hearn, and Hearn goes nowhere. Loses a yard on the play, brought down by Zach Rainey.
And Rainey again, raining down hellfire and not letting anything cook. Absolutely holding them to a field goal try.
Dominic, I got a question about Clemson's resume right now. They're currently sitting at 2-6. Okay. Their losses on the season: a 4-point loss to LSU, an absolute mercy loss to Alabama in week 2, a 6-point loss to Florida State, a 7-point loss to Miami, and a 3-point loss to Virginia Tech. They've been very competitive in every single one of their ACC games, whether it was a win or a loss. And they have a blowout win against Michigan and a 3-point win against North Carolina. If Clemson wins this game, as the kick is up, the kick is good, currently sitting at a 24-point lead, they're going to be in conversation for a vote in. Is it going to be enough?
You want my honest answer?
Yes.
I don't want another ACC team in. Absolutely not. No. The ACC has been an absolute slaughter course this season, and no, I don't want to face it. I don't want to face any more ACC opponents in the playoffs than I absolutely have to, especially not on a team that has a chip on their shoulder right now and are angry.
Well, the ACC could send 4, if not 5 teams to the playoffs if Clemson wins this one. Matt Perez, under center, dropping back, fires it to the left side, out of bounds. Over on Twitch, it's a 7-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Blackman. Colorado up 28-0 with a minute and a half left in that half.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing that they don't deserve it. I just don't want to see a team like this in the playoffs.
Well, I think they do deserve it simply because you have to look at the entire body of work. Matt Perez dumps it to Andy Johnson for 2 yards. And, I mean, you beat a team like Michigan, who's likely in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
1 touchdown loss to Florida State, who's in the playoffs. 1 touchdown loss to Miami, who's in the playoffs. Matt Perez over the middle finds Joe Nathan for 12 yards, timeout Irish. A 3-point win against North Carolina, who's likely in the playoffs. And then you took the ACC champs Virginia Tech to the wire in a 3-point loss. Perez takes the snap, has Norris on the screen pass running left, and it goes nowhere. 2-yard gain, timeout Irish.
If you are running screens at this point with 16 seconds left, just put the ball in the turf and go in. Stop it.
13 completions for 83 yards for Matt Perez. Fires it over the middle, hits Norris on the check down, 4 yards. No timeout coming. They're going to save it, but they're going to go fast. I don't know if they have enough time to get multiple plays here. Perez takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, fires it to the left side into traffic, brought down. Floyd Long on the catch, and they're not using their timeout. A little curious as to why they don't use it. And there goes the clock, and the clock hits 0. We are at halftime. Clemson leads Notre Dame 27-3. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're going to take this time at halftime to talk about Hangout for summer this coming summer. Hangout 2025 from July 11th to July 13th in New Braunfels, Texas. This is your chance to connect with fellow CFSL members, enjoy great company, and make unforgettable memories. Head on over to the announcements channel in the Discord and fill out the form to let us know if you're coming and how many are joining you. We hope to see you all there this year. Let's make it the best Hangout yet. I can guarantee you I'll be there. I look forward to meeting as many of you as I can. Dominic, what has this first half been?
Clemson. It has been Clemson, 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 Clemson. Clemson's absolutely having the way with it right now. And to answer the question that was asked right before halftime, so if I don't want Clemson in, who would I put in instead? Beautiful question, because as of right now, with this game on the line, I'm eyeing two teams. I do have eyes on what Clemson is doing, but I also have an eye on the performance that Tennessee put in tonight to really stamp a case to make an argument for being a vote-in.
Well, we want to pay attention to what's going on Twitch as well. It is a Big 12 matchup, but it has vote-in implications for this game. If Colorado wins that game by more than 24 points, they jump to the number 2 seed in the Big 12, and then that forces Texas to the number 3 seed because of the way the tiebreakers go. It goes point differential. It takes point differential from a 3-way tie, and then the tiebreakers reset and it goes to head-to-head. The 24-point victory for Colorado bumps them to 2. Texas already beat Oklahoma this season, and that would bump them to 3 and bump Oklahoma out, and we know Oklahoma would be an automatic vote-in. Over on Twitch, we do have an update, though. A 5-yard touchdown run by Keith Samuels. West Virginia gets on the board. 28-7, 37 seconds left in the first half. So we talk about those vote-ins. It's just important to pay attention because if a team like Texas or a team like Oklahoma ends up in the vote-in, it's going to take a spot away from a 3-5 team that would likely get in, and which is the boat that Clemson is in, is a 2-yard run by T.D. Hurt.
Absolutely having somewhat of a night, 10 rushes, 21 yards. But, I mean, honestly, with the way that this offense has been moving on the ground, it really doesn't feel like it's only been that level of performance.
Merriweather in the shotgun. He's rolling out to his left, and he is tracked down from behind. Sacked on the play by Zach Rainey. 5 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2 sacks on the night for Rainey.
Insert additional make it rain joke here. What an absolute sack there by Zach Rainey. Absolutely just causing chaos in the backfield.
There's a 3rd and long for Clemson, the down that they have not been at a whole lot tonight. 2-by-2 set. Merriweather draw to T.D. Hurd. Hurd running left. He's got a stiff arm.
No.
He's got the first down. Bold call to run it on 3rd and 13, and it pays off.
Yeah, absolutely bold strategy there, Cotton. But somehow it absolutely pays off. 2 strong stiff arms, but takes a back shot on the end and absolutely yike.
It's a great run by T.D. Hurd. And
one of the best ones of the night.
Oh, yeah, easily. 2-by-2 set. Merriweather in the shotgun, fires it over the middle, and sails his man, Jordan Little, in the area. Dominic, we know that the top 3 seeds from every conference get in. 16 teams make the playoffs, which means there's only 4 vote-in seats. Based on conversations we've had with our associate producer before the game, there's going to be 7 or 8 teams in the conversation for those vote-in spots.
Looks like it's absolutely going to be a nightmare for those teams sitting on the bubble as they wait as the votes get tallied after we get all the who's he was it's figured out.
The who's he what's it's, love it. 2 tight ends in the formation, turn around, hand off to Hurd, and Hurd goes nowhere. Not going to convert that 3rd down. Narula on the TFL.
Absolute second TFL, and they are going to stop Clemson right short of midfield.
Let's see. You know, we do know that the vote-in poll is going to be posted tonight after these games for all 4-star and 5-star athletes, as the kick is fielded at the 15-yard line by Jacobia Watson. So, with the vote-in being tonight, we have also been told that the playoff draft will be happening tomorrow, and we're going to get playoffs rolling come Monday, so this is going to get going really fast. Perez over the middle has Olin Norris for 6 yards.
Yeah, which reminds me, I need to get up with Moochie and I need to pick his brain and see what he's going to be potentially thinking.
You know, A&M, we started the season 0-3. We finished the season 4-4 as conference champs, and we already have an idea of who we want to pick if they get in. And it is dumped off to Norris on the right side on a screen. I love the screen call on 2nd down because if you don't get it, you can still get 3rd down and try to convert.
I'm so tired of screens.
We all know they're your favorite play.
I hate, I swear.
2 tight ends in the formation. Perez under center. Turns around and hands it to the walk-on, running left. Fighting for yards is Barry Fields. 1st down, Irish.
You want to tell me walk-ons don't deserve love? This kid is absolutely fighting for any way to stay on this team. What a effort on the conversion. Putting the walk-in in on big conversion situations has been crazy.
And it's almost a 2-to-1 advantage in favor of Clemson in terms of total yards. Matt Perez in the shotgun, hanging in, getting pressured, fires it to the left side, out of bounds.
Yep, should live to see another play, try to make it fit, doesn't work. And you know, hey, I'm not saying anything, but that was kind of my thought too.
I did not say it was Clemson. Matt Perez under center, hangs in the pocket, calling his own number, steps up, not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Sacked on the play by Troy Smith. Y'all not putting words in my mouth. I did not say that.
No, that's, hey, we're not saying you said it, but the way that you inferred it sounded very we want Clemson-ish.
It's not Clemson. I can tell you the team that we have our eyes on is not Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Wetzel just DM'd me on Discord. Why y'all starting stuff, man? Perez in the shotgun gets dropped. Oh my goodness! What a nasty sack by Levi Smallwood.
Nothing small about the wood he just laid on that sack. What a punishing tackle. Wow, just bullied the lineman and made mincemeat of the freshman quarterback.
You know, the benefit of being a top 4 seed is we get a very good pick in terms of who we get to play in the playbook draft, or the playoff draft. And you know, I'm not even going to talk about that latest comment.
They're reaching at this point.
It's you've created monsters in this YouTube chat.
I've created monsters. No, the monsters just follow.
It's a 2 tight end set for Clemson. 2 receivers to the top. Merriweather turns around and hands it to Hurd. Hurd running right, going fast, and gets 5 yards.
And just not going to be angry about gaining 5 yards a run. You'll never see 3rd down.
2-by-2 set. Merriweather in the shotgun. Play action, getting pressured, shakes the first sack, throws it to the left side, and broke it up. Jacobia Watson there to break it up. Good play by the Irish.
And Homer, to answer your question, last year we had some knucklehead 3-stars that absolutely kind of shook things up. So we just keeping it to the 4 and 5 stars who are investing to vote.
Merriweather in the shotgun, checks it down over the middle. Fighting for the first down is Paul Gavin.
What a first down there as Clemson extends the drive.
We are knocking on the door of midfield. 2 tight ends in the formation for Clemson. Merriweather motions his tight end from right to left. Turns around, hands it to Hurd. Hurd running left. He's got some good blockers. Throwing a nasty stiff arm. Fighting for extra yards. 19 yards on the game. 66 on the night. TD Hurd. First down, Clemson.
And you know what, Brett? I don't know if I can smell what the Tigers are cooking, but they might be whipping up a bowl of Lucky Charms at the moment.
You have to cook Lucky Charms?
That's what I said. I can't smell what they're cooking, but they might be whipping up a bowl.
Oh, okay. I got you. 2 tight ends in the formation for Merriweather. Merriweather turns around and hands it to Hurd, running right, gets 2, 2nd and 8.
Wow. Hard way to try to gain 2, 16 rushes, 68 yards, and a touchdown on the night. Ooh, beef stew in the crock pot.
Gross. 2 receivers. What? Yeah, gross. Merriweather turns around and hands it off to Wetzel. Wetzel gets 2 yards, sets up a 3rd and 7.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to get up out this booth with your hatred for beef stew. I'm genuinely offended.
Beef stew makes me want to vomit. Just the sound of it makes me want to vomit. 2-by-2 set. Merriweather fires it to the right side, has his man on the sideline. First down, Bryce Cousins. Homer Jackson, you're making some menudo right now. My wife loves menudo.
Gross.
Well, I married a Latina. I don't know what to tell you.
Now, see how it feels now?
Well, I didn't say I liked it. She said she likes it. 3-by-1 set. Merriweather, play action, fires it to the right side, into the stands.
And just nothing doing. Live to see another play. Do not hate the throwaway. That rhymed and I didn't mean it to.
You know, Dr. Seuss's birthday is coming up this weekend, right?
Ah, interesting.
Merriweather turns around, hands it to Hurd. Hurd running right, breaking 1 tackle, runs through a man, 3rd and 2. Clemson up to 160 rushing yards on the night.
Just absolutely having their way on the ground tonight. It is an absolute performance.
I'm not saying your beef stew isn't good. I'm just not a fan of beef stew. Merriweather turns around, hands it to the right, and it is a first down, Robert Wetzel. First and goal, Clemson.
First and goal, and you know what, kid? That's fine. Beef stew is not a fan of you.
It's okay. I am an acquired taste. I understand that. Two tight ends in the formation. Merriweather calls his own number on the read option, cuts it left, cuts it back right, fighting for yards, gets inside the 5.
You've got a taste, all right. Let that be known. An absolutely hard run there as they are trying to punch it in and extend this lead.
You know, it may just be like a regional thing, but you don't really cook beef stew a lot down here in South Texas. As Merriweather stretches it out on a speed option and gets into the end zone. Clemson stretches the lead to 30, should be 31 on the extra point.
Well, just nothing doing for the Notre Dame defense, and it is all Tigers right now.
12 plays, 59 yards, and I've been watching Bojack Merriweather's passing attempts on the night. I think he's only at like 15 or 16 passing attempts, which is stunning considering Clemson has 34 points on the board.
Instead, the run game is just absolutely helping out and making it to where they really don't have to throw the ball all like that tonight.
The kick is brought out by Olin Norris for a 29-yard gain, and the Irish going to be looking for anything to carry into the remainder of this game and potentially into next season.
Ooh, I heard gumbo. I made a good gumbo like 3 weeks ago.
Lord.
Man.
I can't stand gumbo.
I'm blocking you after this.
Oh, that's gross. 3-by-1 set. Perez in the shotgun. Fires it over the middle, has a man in between the zone coverage. Andy Johnson dominant. We haven't seen a lot of Perez to Perez connection tonight.
I don't know who you are. Why are you talking to me? Go eat your menudo somewhere else.
I don't like menudo.
Oh, shocker.
Perez, delayed draw to the walk-on up the middle. Goes Barry Fields for 9 yards.
And the walk-on just absolutely putting on a performance on the ground tonight, averaging almost 7 yards a scamper. And you know what, Cade? You probably do hate steak and ice cream, don't you?
No.
Weird combination, though. Gonna be honest.
I mean, yes, that is a very weird combination. Like, if you eat those together, you're a psychopath. Don't get me wrong. As Perez is dropped on the play for an 8-yard loss, Devin McGuire on the sack. But, man, I make a mean steak, and it is fantastic.
You like your steak well done. Stop talking.
No, I like it rare, medium rare, and I have a 4-cheese mac and cheese that I make with it as well. I'll tell you what, y'all come to if you come to hang out, Dominic, I will make steak and mac and cheese one night.
I'll cook my own steak, thank you.
Oh, you screen pass to Norris, running right and brought down for a 4-yard loss. I can't get over the comment in chat saying Kate only likes his toast with nothing on it.
Hey, now I'm offended because that's me. I like dry plain toast. Ooh, unpopular opinion. Living in the South, I hate butter on toast and biscuits. And cornbread is trash.
Cornbread is trash. The only thing that butter does on toast is when you're turning it into like cinnamon toast, where you do butter, cinnamon, and sugar.
I'll make my own steak, then some fighting words. No, I just like my steak blue rare, and I'm like the only person who knows how to make a proper blue rare steak.
That's
so
tough.
I'll make my own. Yeah, exactly. It's not for everybody.
No, I know how to make a good rare steak, but blue rare is really tough. It turns around, hands it off to TD Hurd up the middle for 5 yards, and toast with who puts butter and salt on toast?
Yeah, who's putting salt on toast? Hold on, what's going on here?
No, okay, you just use salt. Yeah, just use salt and butter
literally.
at that point. Turns around, hands it to her. This CFSL After Dark. We're talking about food. And TD Hurd getting another 18 yards up past the 40. I'll tell you what, man. Growing up where I grew up in the family that I had, you know what the cheap dessert was? It was always a little bit of butter, sugar, and a tortilla.
Yeah, you definitely from South Texas. See, now, if I start talking about chocolate gravy, everybody's gonna get really confused.
Tell me you don't put butter. Who butters a Pop-Tart?
What?
What?
What? What?
Ever tried bananas on? No, I haven't tried bananas
Yes.
on toast.
Ooh, a peanut butter banana sugar sandwich.
You know, that
toasted
sounds
bread.
fantastic. Yeah, that
Oh, it
sounds really good.
slaps.
But butter on a Pop-Tart? Turn around, and to Wetzel, 4 yards. Frosty, you don't like bananas? Or
Suddenly, I'm
bringing
bringing bananas with me.
Oh, you hate bananas. You know, see, my dad can't eat bananas because he's like deathly allergic. So whenever we have bananas, he couldn't be near them. But oh man, bananas were always my go-to fruit growing up.
See, I was a big banana kid and green grapes. Like, oh, I can mess up a whole bag of green grapes in one sitting and be like, oh, that's
I can understand a little bit of like a texture thing for bananas because it's a little bit of a weird texture. I get that. But the taste is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Hey, Bojack, don't step on your offensive lineman. That's a sack on the play.
That's twice now he's caused himself to get sacked stepping on a player.
It's going to get rewarded to nobody, and that's going to do it. We're through 3. We'll continue the food talk in just a sec. And we're knocking on the door of our final quarter of YouTube, Season 22. The Clemson Tigers lead the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 34-3. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. You know, I'm getting real jealous of TD Hurd in the chat saying he just ate venison and mac and cheese. That sounds fantastic. And you say Bojack looks like an offensive lineman. He's about as big as one. Turns around, hands it to Hurd. Hurd, nasty stiff arm, lowers his shoulder 4 yards, sets up 3rd and 12.
See, okay, now here's the really one that I'm gonna get really flamed on. Y'all do eat your bananas with the peel still on, right?
You do. Oh dear God! Please tell me you're lying. Merriweather gets it to his back, running left on a screen, and it is Robert Wetzel for 6 yards. 4th and 6 coming up.
Only the cuties I eat like that.
Bless you. Sorry, my wife was sneezing next to me. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. Clemson extends the lead 37-3 with 8:17 left. We are full-blown CFSL After Dark talking about food.
You know, Kate, it just got worse. I just received a personal message asking to see my papers because my Southern takes are suddenly in question.
You know what? Don't even ask me. Dude, I'm born and raised in South Texas, and there are some things that I say I don't like that just have people wanting to backhand me as a quote-unquote Southerner. And
yeah.
I'm not even going to say them. Okay, I will say this, though. I drink Dr. Pepper religiously, so that makes me Southern enough.
I prefer Blue Box mac and cheese.
I can't stand box. I can't stand box mac and cheese anymore after I found a recipe to make it myself. Oh my goodness. Still 8 minutes left in this game. Matt Perez in the shotgun. He's got to find something to build on for next season as a sophomore. Turns around, hands to Norris. Norris up the middle, gets 9.
Now, however, I will counter argue and say that venison, biscuit, and gravy absolutely slaps.
I'm eating some enchiladas right now.
Ooh, give me one. I had corn dogs.
3-by-2 set, Matt Perez in the shotgun. He takes the snap, fires it over the middle, hits Jordan Little for 10 yards.
You know what, Kate? I love that it's CFSL After Dark because the chat is not on our side anymore. Remember how they completely said that like we were like one of the best duos? I think that's gone now.
I will say this, though. I'm a very picky eater, and I have some controversial food takes. As turnaround, handing it to Barry Fields for 7 yards, sets up 2nd and 3, and you know what?
The walk-on's just having it right now. I'm enjoying watching the walk-on. Just absolutely trying to put the team on his back.
It's his last game, too.
Oh, that's
3-by-1 set. Perez fires it over the middle, broken up on the play. Good deflection by the Clemson defender.
No, absolutely nothing was doing on that play by Ryan Richardson.
Okay, here's the real question. White gravy or brown gravy?
Chocolate gravy. I stand what I said.
Perez on the read option, running right, gets the first down, 6 yards on the play.
So, yeah, no, I was being 100% serious. Chocolate gravy. Chocolate gravy on biscuits in the morning.
What is chocolate gravy?
You make gravy like you normally do, make a roux, and then you incorporate cocoa powder into it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a big thing here in Alabama.
Perez in the shotgun, into traffic, intercepted on the play.
Cookies.
Taken away by number 29 on the defense. Let's see if I can find another. It is Mo Love. Loving that turnover right there.
Well, Cade, I've done my tests. I got everybody baited with the fake banana, and I am now just full sent, not liked. Let's go. And big pick by Mo Love.
Merriweather fires it over the middle, finds Dante De La Vega for 14 yards. Clemson not ready to go.
No, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, man. Being able to have deep, in-depth conversations about food, as a fat man, it makes me happy.
Hey, when you can incorporate food and football in the same conversation as we got toasted. We always had burnt toast on the defense there.
Paul Gavin for 56 yards, and Bojack Merriweather 14 for 18, approaching the 300-yard mark tonight, just picking apart this Notre Dame defense. It's just been an absolutely clinical performance from Clemson, and you expected it from them. On the verge of a potential vote in conversation, they needed this tonight.
No, absolutely, really making a strong case here.
Merriweather in the shotgun, calls his own number, running left. The defense isn't there, and he gets in the end zone. 40-burger for Clemson. They extend it to a 40-point lead, 41 after the extra point.
You know what, Cade? In typical, no, I don't want to say typical because that seems a little out of pocket. In more than average fashion, we have to have that talk about Notre Dame mercy, because normally when we start talking about Notre Dame getting mercied, they absolutely kick it in for the remainder of the time and they go fight and put points and get stops. So maybe this is a conversation we've needed to have.
I wouldn't say mercy simply because of the amount of time that's left in this game, but we talk about Notre Dame's games this season. They only lost by 7 to Tennessee. They got killed by West Virginia. They beat Oregon. They got killed by Virginia Tech, killed by North Carolina, but then they fought close against Florida State, fought close against Notre Dame or against Miami. So this Notre Dame team is probably only a couple pieces away from probably 2-3 wins and a potential conversation for the vote-in.
Ooh.
God, man, that walk-on is fighting for it tonight.
So we're all in agreement that we're putting in the walk-on, and Olin Norris, we wish you well in future endeavors.
I'll make Barry Fields my next player name.
Yeah, kind of like what I did with Alfredo.
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes the walk-ons just inspire. Oh, and denied. You tried. Good try, Cade.
You know what? I know he's just doing it out of spite. Perez in the shotgun, 2 backs in there with him. He's hanging in the pocket. He's got all day to throw. Good pocket awareness. Fires it downfield into traffic, and it hits the turf. Percy King on the deflection.
Had enough time and nothing to do it. You know what, Cade? To be fair, I get it. Spiting you kind of gives me life. So,
It's not funny. It's not funny.
It's funny when it happens to you.
Too much you set Perez. He takes the snap, fires it to the right side, has the man on the sideline, Andy Johnson. Dominic, have we even had a Perez-to-Perez connection tonight?
We've had only 2.
Really?
Yeah, Rowan Perez.
All right, quad set. Perez in the shotgun, fires it to the left side. Caught by Tom Brown. It's Fields, not Fields.
It's Fields.
Fields, like Field of Dreams.
Like Barfield.
Like Field of Dreams. Fires it to the right side, has a man over the middle, caught, first down, Irish. Looking to punch it in. There's Perez.
Oh, that's only the second Perez-to-Perez connection. Maybe Andrew's got one? Question mark? I don't know. I mentally checked out somewhere along the lines of venison, biscuit, and gravy and just absolutely lost focus.
We did kind of go down a rabbit hole there.
What's that? The quarterback had enough time back there to make some toast?
3-by-1 set, Perez in the shotgun. He takes the snap, fires it to the left side, has a man on an out route, caught, 6 yards, Joe Nathan.
Been pretty much a quiet night by a lot of this offense, but that's just credit to this defense that Clemson has brought out on the field tonight. Absolutely making a stand for senior night.
It's a 2-by-2 set for Matt Perez. He takes the snap, Hangs in the pocket and brought down on the play. Sacked for a 5-yard loss, Bruce Robertson.
And first tackle of the night, finally. Absolutely big sack there on the play. Absolutely not letting Perez have anything. They have made the freshman uncomfortable on the road all night tonight.
You know, Dominic, I'm looking at it right now. There's 2 seniors on this entire Notre Dame team.
No kidding.
There's 2. Perez in the shotgun, gets it to Norris on the screen, going to the right side. He's fighting. He gets planted for 7 yards. 4th down coming up. You have to think they're going for it. But tight end Chris Leone, and corner David Perez. Those are the only seniors for this Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
I'm pretty sure it's just Leon. Why did we get fancy?
Turnaround, hands it to Fields up the middle for 6 yards. And I got to check, make sure Wetzel's right. I'm going to look on his team. We got Percy King as a senior on defense, and I'm not seeing any seniors on offense. So this is a very young game for both teams. Turnaround, hands to Fields. Fields loses 2 yards.
Did we miss the chapter where Olin Norris just decided to sit the rest of the game?
I don't know.
I'm literally sitting here trying to remember the last time we've even called Olin's name.
He had the screen pass.
Okay, valid.
He's in the backfield now with Matt Perez. 3-by-1 set. That's not Norris. That's a different walk-on. Adam Evans for 4 yards.
They're just pulling anybody at this point. Seriously, can we put an APB out on Olin Norris?
I think that's him in the backfield now.
You said that last time.
I did say that. Perez to the right side. Into the end zone. Finds Jordan Little. Touchdown. And the Irish getting a little bit of confidence.
You know what? On second thought, I really should have talked about the mercy a lot sooner, shouldn't I have? That's real awkward how that works out.
I'll tell you what, man. You look at both of these teams, and we like to joke here on Thursday night, Clemson's on pace to finish 3-5, Notre Dame 1-7. It's not where either one of these teams wants to be, as Notre Dame is going to go for the onside kick, and it is fielded by Clemson and by Dante De La Vega. Neither one of these teams is where they want to be. There is a combined 3 seniors in this game. If Ninja, the AD of Notre Dame, and Wetzel, the AD of Clemson, can keep their guys in the locker rooms and keep them on the teams, these teams will be both poised to make big jumps next year to potential 3-4 win teams and, get into the voting conversation.
No, absolutely. And I mean, you got to imagine the AD is going to have a lot of work trying to corral a lot of these kids to get them to stay. Hopefully they've really bought into the locker room in this team.
Well, that's the big thing. And over on Twitch, it's a 2-yard touchdown run by Gunnar Rice. Colorado leads 40-14 with 5:59 left in the game. So Colorado taking care of business right now, looking like they're going to punch their spot into the number 2 seed in the Big 12.
23 rushes, 121 yards, and a tutty for TD Hurd tonight.
Yeah, he has been the guy for Bojack Merriweather and Clemson. As it stands, TD Hurd breaking tackles left and right, still going for 16 yards. And yeah, currently Colorado up 26. They have the number 2 at the moment. Texas would be the number 3. Oklahoma would drop to a vote-in spot.
Absolutely just bounced that man out the club. He had a family. Wow.
Yeah, TD Hurd exercising some demons tonight, hoping to put a stamp on what has just been a dominant win by Clemson and hoping that they can show enough fight to where they can actually get into a vote in this season like they didn't last season.
Well, you know how I said that I absolutely did not want Clemson in the playoffs? There really is going to be a strong sit down. I'm going to have to really make a case on why I don't think they need to get in after this performance. Just all 3 facets.
This will be the final play of the game. Merriweather turns around, hands it to Hurd. Hurd running right, no one in front of him. Can he get to the end zone? Brought down on the 1-inch line, 15 yards on the carry. He's going to finish the night with 149 yards and 1 touchdown. You'd like to see him punch it in there.
Call a timeout and go for it.
That's what you and me would do, but we're up here for a reason, and we're not down there, and the clocks are at 0. YouTube season 22 is done. Clemson defeats Notre Dame 44-10. Dominic, what did we see?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a big chunk here. So try to keep up with me here. I said absolutely hats off to Clemson. Absolutely dominated all facets of this game. Really making a very strong case to be a vote in. Notre Dame, hats off to this season. Not what you wanted, but absolutely you fought and you tried all season. Cade, if this is the last time I'm in the booth with you on a Thursday night, it's been a run, man, and I've absolutely loved calling games with you.
I have loved it too, Dominic. Thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters. And thank you to everyone coming out to YouTube on Thursday night and making it, in my opinion, the place to be. You have been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Head on over to Twitch. Colorado and West Virginia still got time on their clock. And if this is the last time we see you, we will see you in Season 23 CFSL. Get ready for playoffs next week. It's going to be a good one. My name is Cade Padgett. Thank you, and good night.